Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 15th, no, your June 1st to the 15th, there we go, 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So, let's see it. What the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. All right. Okay, so we are crowned here, Capricorn, with the world reversed. So, as much as we might be thinking that this time is about getting out there, doing more, being more, right? We're really going to want to push ourselves this time period, these 15 days, are really about us connecting with us. It's going to be about the world within ourselves, the universe within us. It's not going to be all about the outside everything. So, just be mindful about that because we can Spirit saying you get confused, right? So we can get confused and think, oh, I have to be doing all of this when we will be the most happy and really find ourselves being the most productive in our life with what we value and what we want to move forward in. If we really start to like quiet down and center ourselves, it moves us then to the Hierophant, strong Taurus energy coming through, time frame April 20th to May 20th, which is the time frame we just came out of. If you have Taurus in your chart, if you have Taurus in your life, this comes through very powerfully and very well. The Hierophant is rules and structure, things that we like, Capricorn, yes, but it's also determination and stubbornness and focus. Taurus is also ruled by Venus. Now, we are ruled by Saturn. We like things to be a lot more orderly, a lot more structured. So, love of things, quality of things is going to come up during this time. And we're going to really find ourselves saying, do I love it? Like, do I love it? Do I need it? Like, type of thing. We don't want, I'm seeing we don't want excess during this time. The Five of Wands is very interesting. So, the Five of Wands is fighting for the sake of fighting, right? It's this chessboard, all lined up, everybody ready to have their little battles. And we just have to be mindful about this during this time. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody has their own, vision that they have for their life that's, going to play very powerfully as we're moving forward. So just be mindful about this. We don't really want to get into everybody else's, nonsense, but we can be dragged into it. So again, just be aware. We do have the repeat of the number 5. 5 is a freedom number, and that is a beautiful thing. So we're moving towards freedom. I love this card, first of all. I love the Eight of Swords reverse. It is, getting out of our own heads, but the Eight of Swords is being caged and it's not realizing the top is open. And that is just the most beautiful way to depict the Eight of Swords. And so here we feel caged, we feel overwhelmed, we feel doubtful, we don't know. And we're starting to release it. We're starting to get out of our own head, and we're starting to leave this time frame or this way of thinking or this period, this season within our lives where we felt trapped. We felt overwhelmed. We felt like we couldn't. And that's going to be a very big thing. It moves us to the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. This is very positive energy. So if we have Aries in our life, Aries in our chart, it comes through very positively. Also very powerful sacred masculine energy coming forward as the Hierophant is in earlier renditions of the tarot, the Pope. So here we have the Emperor, we have the Pope, we have powerhouse of, of personality, of ability coming forward. And we are going to see ourselves really taking the reins and saying, where do I want to be? How do I want to move things forward? This is going to have us also very aware of how our actions, affect others. If you see here, he has, leads, or he's the puppet master of these people, however you want to see it, like kind of like having kids on a lead so they don't run into traffic type of thing. So here with the Emperor, it's really looking at our lives and saying, how do I move forward to be the most productive, the most bountiful, the most powerful version of myself? It brings us then to the Four of Pentacles reversed. Now this is very interesting because the Four of Pentacles reversed has come up a lot. And the Four of Pentacles, oh, what's interesting with the Four of Pentacles is that we are releasing negative energy. We are releasing this sense of I can't, of I can't because of a blockage within us. We also have to be very mindful of not letting our energy be so open that everybody kind of swarms us. So just being aware of that is going to be very important. The energy just swarms us. The Four of Pentacles here reverse is very much releasing vampiric energy that was draining us, energy that was overwhelming us, energy that was stopping us from moving forward. And with the Two of Wands reverse, we are going to see certain doors closing during this time. That can get us actually very upset or make us feel like I'm not moving in the right direction. This door is closing. I feel like I have to be more in control of things than I actually am. And we can get caught up in petty politics, right? In the petty and the pettiness of other people, not actually politics, but just like, office politics, people sitting there and making their Machiavellian moves for whatever. And we just really don't want to get involved, Capricorn. We really don't. We can get pulled into it because we'll be like, oh, well, this is right. And this is obviously how you do things. But there's something more petty going on here than you're going to be aware of. And once you're aware of it, it's like, oh man, I didn't want to be involved in this, or I didn't sign up for this. So just be mindful because that energy can come through during this time where you're kind of sideswiped into somebody else's, negativity. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a rose in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's all been updated, and I think you guys will really like what you see there. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness, show me clearly. So we have here breathe, and we have goddess. So it's connecting with that sacred feminine energy that's going to be so important, connecting with the sacred feminine energy of ourselves, of what we want in life. We have the sacred masculine coming in, we have the sacred feminine now coming forward, and we're being told to breathe. Now, you can argue and say breathing is something we do naturally. Why are we being told to do this? To center ourselves in our body. To center ourselves in our body and to see ourselves starting to move forward towards what we want. To calm ourselves, to center ourselves, and not have us filled with so much noise. That is going to be really important. When we start to connect with goddess energy, it's healing energy, it's loving energy. Yes, the tropes of the quote unquote feminine are going to come through, but it's also that fierceness. We look at Mother Earth and we say, oh, goddess energy, right? Well, that's tornadoes and that's hurricanes and that's, blizzards, and none of those things are nice. So we don't have to be sacrificial of ourselves in order to see ourselves moving forward. And that's going to be something, Capricorn, that we are coming into alignment with during this time. We are starting to see within ourselves, and we're breathing, we're slowing it down, we're connecting, and that's going to be a very powerful thing. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is peace. I love that. Crown chakra, crowning ourselves with peace, centering us with peace. That's going to be very important. That's going to be very vital during this time to visualize, visualize a box, a beautiful purple box being put in front of you, right? And then unwrapping it and letting the sides fall open and taking that crown and seeing a crown within that box and taking that crown and placing it on your head. And it is a crown of peace. It is a crown of harmony. It is a crown of love. And it's embracing our crown chakra that way. That imagery of my crown chakra is my crown. It's how I walk through my life. It is my royalty of being. It is my blessing of being here. And so that's going to be a really important thing to say, okay, we can have all the anger in the world, and we do, right? But I'm going to be peace. And people can argue that that's so naive. That can also be when you're pulled into the Five of Wands. It's so naive. Look at this, look at that. Yes. But what if everybody started choosing peace? What if everybody started choosing harmony? That would be an astounding thing. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Chariot. So we have two. We have the Two of Cups and we have the Chariot. And I know choosing peace, right? That is a privilege, but I like it. With the Two of Cups reversed, the Two of Cups is healing, beautiful love. And with it reversed, it's very hard to take this love. It's very hard to take this healing. It's very hard to move forward in this energy because we can be rip roaring mad. I mean, we can just be rip roaring mad, and we can be like, "No, I don't want to forgive. I don't want to forget." You know, what is that quote from The Sopranos? Right? I'm not Jesus, and I don't have Alzheimer's. So, I mean, I always thought that was so funny. Where he's like, "I'm not forgiving. I'm not forgetting," and that can be us right now. Also, an imbalance of sacred feminine, sacred masculine energy as we're moving forward towards what we want. In the Chariot reversed here, it's energy running amok. It is just energy running amok. Now, this is also Cancer energy, time frame June 21st to July 22nd. If we have Cancer in our chart, if we have Cancer in our lives, it can run amok. It can just be very big emotional energy coming forward. So be aware of your chart, be aware of like the people around you, but also be aware that there's going to be emotional energy that you're like, oh my gosh, you know, it's just all over the place. It's just like free falling. So just be aware of that. During this time, as so many want to, but this is a time of turning in, all right? And the world here being reversed is like we all want to go out. You know, if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's summer, you know, you want to go out, you want to do things, you know, it's daylight more. So we all want to go out more. And that is fantastic. Don't think that this is like, oh no, you have to like cloister yourself away. But with the world reversed, it's like look at the universe within you. It is time for us to start to be contented within our bodies, within our soul, within ourselves. And that's a very big deal. The Hierophant is that energy of knowledge, of learning. It's top down structure. Yes, that's also something being ruled by Saturn, Capricorn, that we're just very into. We're very into top down structure. And this is going to be a real sense of this is my power, this is my authority of self, this is how I'm moving forward, this is the knowledge, but we're also stepping into a more authoritative role. We're going to be seeing ourselves becoming more confident, becoming more assertive. This is why people will want us on their side. They will want to pull us into, you know, their little, you know, treehouse and be like, oh, okay, this is what we're going to do. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's going to frustrate us. That's going to overwhelm us. That's going to, you know, have us looking at things not being on our side, you know, not doing what's right for us, but, you know, trying to do what's right for everything else with outcomes that really won't affect us. So just being aware of that. It's not saying don't help, don't give. This is pettiness. This is in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is little kids fighting, like little boys out there with their sticks, you know, hitting each other, and it starts off as good fun, like, oh, isn't this great? And then one hits their knuckles, and all of a sudden, it's not fun anymore. And we've all been there. We've all done that, right? Where you're playing, and then all of a sudden, it's not playing anymore. And that's what the Five of Wands is. It all starts out in fun and games. It starts out really lighthearted, and then it gets a lot more serious, and it can get dark. It just can. So we don't need to be a part of that. We don't need to be dragged into that. Just be aware of it. With the Eight of Swords, we're getting out of our own head, overthinking, overanalyzing, you know, kind of intrusive, negative thoughts. We're stopping. We're stopping and we're saying no. Now, I know we can't just say no to intrusive negative thoughts and stuff like that, but we we are starting to see that we are not trapped, or we're starting to take the reins. And that's why the Chariot energy reversed is very, or to be mindful of it, is very annoying, because we're taking the reins of things. We're wanting to move things forward. We're saying, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then just like this eruption volcano of emotions can try and sweep us a different way. Be mindful of that, because this is a time where you're looking at things and you're saying, I'm changing my whole entire life, and I mean it. And you know what? You're doing it. So that is what is astounding. It's like, I'm changing my whole entire life, and I absolutely positively mean it. It's no more doubting. It's no more, oh, when I do this or when I do that. It's like, no, I'm doing this now. And that's that. It moves us to the emperor. It moves us to a place of power. It moves us to a place of authority. Remember, the emperor and the pope back in medieval times, they were the most powerful. Yes, you can argue and go into the scholarship of it all, but you don't need to. They were just powerful. And so here with the emperor, that is what we are embracing. We're embracing, I am the authority. I am moving forward, and I am taking the reins, because I am the emperor of my life. Period, and stop. And I'm going to move forward in the way that I need to: soul, spirit, and self. With the Four of Pentacles, we are releasing a lot of vampiric energy, a lot of energy that kept us held back to the past, a lot of energy that made us doubt ourselves, a lot of energy that drained us. It was vampiric. It was like leeches being on us. It's not nice. It's not cute. And we don't want it anymore. So we're even going to see here when negative thoughts come in, when we doubt ourselves, when we're fearing things, we're like, why? Why? I'm not that anymore. And as we do that, doors are going to close. They're just going to close. Things that we thought we wanted, ways that we thought we wanted to move forward, we're going to be looking at it and saying, why? Like, I don't have anything to prove to you. And you can see that people will close doors because your energy is changing, right? You can't be pulled into their petty conflicts the way that they want you to. So they'll just naturally close the door because they want somebody who's easier to manipulate. You're not going to be that person. And that's awesome. Our subconscious spirit message is harmony. Be in harmony with yourself, Capricorn. Be in harmony. Just like think of your body, think of yourself, and say, how do I move forward in harmony? One of the things that I am loving doing in Qigong, you can you can make like a fist, right? Take your knuckles. Hope you can see. Okay, take your knuckles. That's better. And tap on either side. Think of there being like a line down the middle of your head. Tap on either side of the top of your head. Do it for multiples of 9. You can do it 9 times. You can do it, 18 times. What is it? You can go forward. I can do math, but this is going to be a time where if you do that, if you tap on your head, if you run your fingers through your hair, massaging your scalp, you are going to see that you can help calm yourself, disconnect yourself from the chaos of this world, the chaos of being overstimulated, overconnected. And that can really help to center you, put you into your breath, put you into your harmony, connect yourself. Because once we stop listening, and we're always listening to something, right? It's like, oh, I can always have time to learn, right? I can always push the boundaries, do this, do that type of thing, make more time to become better. But what if making more time to become better is just making time to stop and center ourselves? It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is communication. We're going to be really good at communicating during this time. Subconsciously, we might not think we're really good at communicating. And we can pick up on just, we can pick up on the energy of the room. When people say, like, read the room, we're good at that. So absolutely utilize that gift, connect with people, but just be mindful whenever communication comes forward with the throat chakra. Okay. We can be picking up on a lot more than a person is intending to show us in conversations. This can be very adaptaceous. I'm saying that word wrong. This can be very good for us, but this can make other people feel a little bit uncomfortable because we're being kind of, psychic-y, kind of, kind of like, intuitive. So just be aware of that, but just know that that power is there. It then leads us to our energy to be mindful of, and this is the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is be mindful because you will bite off way more than you can chew during this time. Seriously, you'll be like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. I got this. I got that. Oh, you're having trouble there. I can totally do it. And it's not your job. It's not your job. It's not your responsibility. Do what you're supposed to do. Because what we're going to find is that as we're picking up for everybody else, we're just forgetting ourselves. And then we're going to be behind the 8 ball. And then the other person is going to be like, wow, this is so much better. And then we'll get resentful. And then, it'll go on and on and on. So just be mindful about this. Our subconscious tarot message is the 8 of Wands. Subconsciously, things are going to be moving very fast. It's either we're going to have a lot of ideas. I highly recommend, keeping your notes app open on your phone or keeping a little pad and paper by you so you can jot things down however you like to work with things, because you're going to have a lot of ideas coming your way. You're going to have a lot of inspiration coming your way, and it can come so fast that you just kind of like block it out and you miss some really great ideas. So just be aware of that. Okay. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Ooh, goodness. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.